Well, got a fish delivery. Don't get too attached because these are for Lucius, my pet pike. Basically, I've fed him the other day some worms. He's been on worms a couple of weeks now because the minnows are all gone. And I fed him the other day and he come out from the sponge filters and I saw him and I thought, wow, he's had a growing spurt. There's 4 in here, 4 roach, and they're like 4 to 6 inches. So I think he can cope with a bigger fish now. He's been on worms for a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd get these for him before I move him into the bigger tank. Obviously very keen on getting him onto dead food, but he's still young, and he basically, I mean, I've been dropping loads of bits of fish in for the crayfish and that dead fish, and he just not interested at all. And I've twitched loads of things around in the water. Unless the food is giving off electrical impulses from its muscles, he's not really interested. I've had a few minor successes in the past, but over time I will get him onto dead stuff. But this is some fish for him anyway. Right, let's get it in the garden, get it sorted out. Well, I've just been disinfecting my nets through the night. Just been adding a little bit of bleach in some water, so I've got to sort them out first. And then I'll get the fish out. Oh. I do this every now and then anyway. Even though I tend to keep one net for one tank, but it doesn't always work that way. Get them sorted out first. Increase the water. Okay, I'm going to fill this up with water, and I'm going to use some methylene blue, and I'm going to do a little bath in there, and then transfer them to a tank with with a filter in and so on. So I'm going to have a little bath of methylene blue before I move them. So I just need to fill this up. Right, so I've got some water going in there, and methylene blue stains. It's going to be about 40 litres in there, so 1 capful I reckon. Oh my word, I knew it dyes, it stains quite a bit. It's only like a bath, it's going to be a bath for a bit, you know. Helps them recover from the journey, cleans them, gets some more oxygen in them. Thought I'd try that this time. So just got to fill that up, and then I'll get them in for their bath, and then they're just going to be in. I filled up this tank, and I've put a cycled in sponge filter from the perch tank, because they're not going to be in there long. One's going in with Lucius straight away, but Abby had separate film, I reckon. He's down there hiding in amongst the weeds there, and he come out the other day and I thought, oh my word, he's grown. Got to get him on dead fish though, very soon, because I love fish. Live ones. Right, so once I fill this out, I'll get them in there. Okay, I'll try and get this done one-handed. Like I said, they're 4 to 6 inch. Those smaller ones there I'll probably put them in with Lucius first. Cause a nice couple of decent sized ones. I want to keep them. Oh, never mind. I love live fish. So does Lucius though, that's the problem. Right, I've got to do this one-handed, two-handed. Oh yeah, some nice size ones. Oh, I want to keep them. Oh, I'll show you in a minute. That'll be easier. Right, so I'll leave them in there a bit. So I've got two. I always notice like it's like a rud. Some are darker, some are lighter. I'm pretty sure that's probably the difference between male and female, maybe. He's struggling a bit, that big one. But I should leave him in there for a little bit, just for about 10 minutes, to have a chance to breathe in some of that methylene blue into their gills and so on, and to treat their bodies. And then they go into that little tank, and you'll be able to see them better in there. Well, they've had their methylene blue bath. I've put them all in here for now. While I go in, have my lunch, and think about how many I'm going to keep. I'm sure I ordered 4. I got an extra one. Is that a freebie? I'm definitely keen on keeping those two at the back there. The two big, looks like a biggish female and male. They could go in the wild tank maybe. I mean, I had rudd before. These are roach. I don't know where you can see that on my screen. It's black. They're hiding in the corner. I'm just going to leave them alone now for a bit, let them recover. They've had their methylene blue bath as well, so that'll help. Right, leave them to it for a bit. I'll grab some lunch.